Hey, what's up guys? My name's Andrew. Welcome back to MLS Mondays, the segment where we talk about everything MLS, everything US soccer, every week. This week's topic is going to be about who should be the next US men's national team coach. Now before we get started, let me just apologize for me sounding very sick because I was very sick this past weekend. I felt like death. I saw death at the door and I was like, chill bro, don't take me yet. And he was like, okay bro, I'll come back later. That was so dumb. But yeah, I was really sick, but I'm feeling better. I still sound a little congested, so bear with me, and let's get on to this next topic. So who really should be the next US men's national team coach? As you guys know, Bruce Arena left his post a couple months ago after being knocked out of the World Cup by Trinidad and Tobago. I mean, who wouldn't leave after something like that? So obviously, being without a coach has sparked the Federation of US Soccer to compile a list of managers who they think would be a great fit for the USA national team and who would be a good fit to take them forward. But apparently, one of the candidates that they had shortlisted, Laurent Blanc, has already come out today and stated that he has turned down the chance to be the USA coach. And that sparked Sunil Gulati to come out afterwards and say, hey, we didn't even offer you the job yet. What are you talking about? So there's just a bunch of back and forth like, oh, Gulati didn't even offer it to him, but Laurent Blanc's already denying it before it's even offered. I don't know who's telling the truth. I don't really care. The reason Laurent Blanc has turned it down was due to the fact that he sounded like he wanted to stay as a club manager right now because he's just coming off the back of being sacked by PSG management position, and he did have experience coaching a national team with France a couple years ago, but it just seems like he just wants to stay as a club manager right now in his career. And he also said that if he were to coach a national team, he wouldn't want to coach a national team that wasn't his nationality because it would just feel wrong for him. And I get it. I mean, I would want the same thing. I'd want a USA coach for the USA, but sometimes there are just better coaches that are from different nationalities. So that's that. He's out of the picture, and I don't really care for him too much anyway, so let's get on to the rest of the candidates on the list. So let's start off this list with a favorite pick right now, Tab Ramos. Tab Ramos was a former US men's national team player, and he's currently the coach of the US under-20 national team. He's coming off the bat of a really great U20 World Cup run. He got to the semifinals with the U20 USA team, and that impressed a bunch of people. That impressed the whole federation, the whole country, the whole fan base. But with all that said, he is the favorite pick to replace Bruce Arena because he already knows the system. He knows how it works. He knows how the federation works. He's already working inside the coaching of USA national team. He's just the under-20 section. His next step would be to just coach the regular senior team. In terms of youth, he's been working with the youth, so he knows what youth players are going to be good or what youth players aren't going to make the cut. So I think if they were to pick him, I think it'd be the best pick, honestly. I'm going to go ahead and spoil it for you guys right now. I would rather pick Tab Ramos over almost anyone else on this list, just based on the fact that he's so good with the youth, and that's what the national team needs right now. We have to rely on the youth to move forward because we can't just plan for next year. We got to plan for the next several years coming up. So next up, we got Gerardo Tata Martino from the MLS, who currently is coaching Atlanta United. Martino has also coached Paraguay and Argentina on the international level, and he also coached Barcelona. He really wasn't that good at Barcelona. I mean, I guess he wasn't that good. He only lasted one season, and I think only because I think it was just too much of a big step for him. When you're a Barcelona coach, you're expected to win everything, every single game, every title, everything. And I feel like that was just way too much pressure for him. And he was working with really big stars like Lionel Messi, like Neymar, just immense big stars. And I feel like he just wasn't prepared for that yet. So, that's why I think he didn't work out. Martino's coming off a really good league run with Atlanta United, their first inaugural season in the MLS, by the way. He got him a great run into the playoffs, had them playing well, working with the youngsters. The only thing is that I've read that he doesn't really speak English that well. He's not fluent in English. So if he were to be the USA coach, that would be something he needs to overcome. But I don't think that they would go and pick him as the coach. I don't think he's ready for that yet. I think he likes where he is right now. And I think Atlanta wouldn't want to let him go considering what he's done his first season. I couldn't even imagine what he's going to do next season if he gets maybe the players he wants. So next up, we have Sam Allardyce, or Big Sam as they call him over in England. He's a manager known for taking teams who are close to relegation in the Premier League and saving them, quote unquote, he also managed the England national team for like not that long. I think he played one game and he won one game, and then some stuff leaked out with like corruption or some stuff like that. Like, and then he left his post, and then he managed Crystal Palace after that, and he didn't manage them that long either. So now he figures, hey, USA has an open spot. Maybe I'll try to work for USA. Maybe not, Sam. Maybe not. Then maybe you should take that corruption somewhere else. We're corrupt enough in here, okay? Next up, we've got Michael O'Neill, who is the current manager of the Northern Ireland national team. He's been impressive since taking over the national team. He led the country to their first ever European Championship, which was the Euro 2016, and he also just narrowly missed out on the World Cup with a playoff against Switzerland, which was like over 2 legs. They just lost 1-0 over 2 legs, so he just barely missed out. Like, Switzerland just barely got to World Cup. So after all that, he's looking for his next big challenge, which he believes could be the USA coaching spot. So after all the success he's had with Northern Ireland, maybe he can bring some of that success and that, momentum that he has with him to the USA national team and make them take them even further. Okay, so the last person I'm going to mention is Caleb Porter, who is a manager in the MLS for Portland Timbers. Now, Caleb Porter did coach the US men's national team at the U23 level, and when he was in charge of that team, he had them fail to qualify for the 2012 Olympics in London. And I remember looking at that, like reading the results, and I was like, wow, that really sucks. Like, how could we fail out of it? Like, I was like rooting for the team to get into the Olympics. Like, maybe we could win the Olympics if we can't win the World Cup or anything else. But then I was like, well, we're out of the Olympics, but at least we're going to go to the World Cup still. If only I could see the future. But anyway, he seems to be doing good now with the Portland Timbers. He won the MLS Cup back in 2015. But I still don't think he's ready to take on the national team right now. I think he's still working on his managing skills. I mean, he's a good manager. Like, in the MLS, he's a decent manager. But I don't think he is US men's national team level right now. And he'll get there one day, but just maybe not right now. Alright, well, there you have it, guys. That's the candidate list for the next US men's national team coach position, but there could be more coming because there's talk that the US Soccer Federation will wait until after it chooses its president in February 10th is when the election is. So after they choose that president, then they'll look into replacing the next national team coach, because the US Soccer national team won't play an important game until after the World Cup, like maybe even 2019. So they've got time on their hands to look around and, really look into other replacements. And I think that's a good idea. I think they should wait until after the World Cup, because sometimes after the World Cup, there's plenty of manager moving around, because a manager does well and for this national team, then they get transferred off to like a club level, and then that club's manager is like jobless. So you never know, guys. There could be this list could be like endless by this time next year. So who would you guys choose to be the next national team coach? Would you guys side with me and pick the favorite Tab Ramos, or would you guys look elsewhere? And who do you guys wish is never going to be the US Soccer national team coach? And also, who would be your dream national team coach? For me, it'd be Pep Guardiola, because that man is the boss. Alright, he's like the best manager ever. Pep Guardiola would be a dream come true for US men's national team. So tell me your dream managers down below. We'll have a nice chat. Thank you guys so much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time.